That's Sarah Hokum's page on Facebook, and you go to that and click on the link to respecthergame.org.
Yeah,
Aaron, did you pull that up?
Yeah, I have it up here for the issues, but I think she's really good about bringing this to everybody's attention because I'm seeing a lot of these videos that are popping up with the girls, ladies, throwing the disc, making a shot, and then at the end they say, respect her game.
Mm-hmm. It's a social media campaign that they started on Tuesday, October 6th.
I've seen a ton of them.
Yeah, same here. And that's what made me interested. We like me and you interviewed Sarah and talked about how we could get more women involved in disc golf.
We did. That's been kind of one of the main goals is at our tournaments and just locally, just seeing more women play.
Yeah, and it's awesome that she was able to come up with this campaign. And the goal of it is to flood social media with the content of disc golfers supporting female players.
They're definitely flooding it because I'm seeing a lot of them, and I hope you guys are putting out more. And if you have a camera and you know another woman, another lady playing disc golf, film it.
Oh, definitely. She has some actions you could take for the women. Y'all could shoot a video throwing or putting or just put a little compilation of videos together of what you're doing, and then say at the end, respect her game. Or you could and then post them to Facebook, Instagram, or any of your social media outlets that you have.
And I think, I may be wrong, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, because I'm sure it started at different points and escalated different ways, but my understanding is this really came more to light from the Jomez group that had filmed something, the ladies, like the back nine or front nine, and a ton of crude comments came in, sexism comments came in, and so it really kind of like pressed a lot of buttons, caused a lot of, distortion to like what disc golf and disc golfers should be like. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know where it actually started, but I think that's where it might have blown up from, is from a longer post, because obviously they are very popular and a lot of people see the feeds, and I think that may have been on Facebook that they're like making those comments.
I've seen a few women talking about it on Facebook about how people were commenting sexist things and saying pretty terrible things about people.
Well, there's even those Facebook groups that I've seen. Matter of fact, I've been in one before. It was just a anything, no holds barred group. I was in there for like probably 3 days, and I was in there for 3 days, but I was part of this group that was invited. I was like, oh, okay, this is funny. It's a disc golf humor group, and I want to say like 75% is just kind of, pretty
bashing. And I think that this right now is just a time to help the women feel a little more respect out on the disc golf course. I mean, I know that women are talking about how they show up to a club to play a little mini or play like random dubs, and then they get drawn with the guy, and the guy says, oh man, those type of comments make a person feel bad. It's like when you're a kid and you wanted to get picked in school and then nobody picked you, and then you had to get picked you were like the last person to get picked. That's how the female is feeling at that moment, is like, be accepting and be friendly, and don't, disc golf is about having fun. It's not real. I mean,
well, you create a lot of discomfort in the environment for sure. And then they don't want to come out and play again, or they're kind of worried about who they're going to draw in that particular instance. Yeah,
and females don't want to bring their female friends because of how the guys are behaving towards them.
Why would they? Yeah, we played disc golf today out at Old Settlers, and there's 4 ladies out there playing together in their own card, which I love seeing that, so they can actually just have camaraderie of the women playing. Yeah, I brought up the website too and the issues because we're seeing it all over social media, but Monster and I wanted to really get in, kind of get some feedback from you guys. Really want to do more of these videos because I think it's an important subject, just like racism, but really target sexism in disc golf, because we're at a critical point of us growing the sport like 500, 600, 1,000%. And we want to see women grow in that sport too and come in and feel safe. And I think, I talked about before how disc golf is one of those sports where you're going out in the woods and you're playing just a few people, so the comfort level needs to be very high, the respect level needs to be high, and sometimes the best way to do that is get more women to play so they can play themselves. Mm-hmm. But if they play with us, we need to be respectful as well, and don't know, I think we can learn a lot from this as far as how do we create a culture that more women want to be around.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, you're just like, think about when you're going, let's just say you're bringing your mom and your sister to go play disc golf. How would you act around your mom and your sister? Well, all these women are moms and sisters to someone, and you need to think about that, how they feel when you're talking to them. You know, what would you say? How would you talk to your mom or talk to your sister? You wouldn't say crude things or be mean to them, or, you know, that's...
Yeah, and sometimes even, like I've seen it at some of the tournaments where you might see some comments that guys will make, and is sexist, but it's not the extreme sexism, and then the girls will laugh it off, and I think the men take that as it's okay. So I think sometimes that's being misread. Just because they're laughing, it might just be because they're uncomfortable, and they're used to having the laughing because they're used to that kind of environment, but don't like it. But we really need to change that way we speak around women and how we talk to them, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
If we want them to come out and play disc golf, I mean, that's got to do it. So she has on respecthergame.org. She's at the issues: sexism, objectification, sexual harassment, and bullying. We're going to talk about all the issues, break it down, and hopefully we'll get better at talking about it too, because we're trying to attack it broadly, trying to figure out exactly what's going on so we can kind of piece this together. Then we'll start getting a little bit more dialed into specific things and how we all as a community can change.
We'll also get interaction with you guys, give your point of view, how we can improve sexism, objectification, sexual harassment, and bullying. So each one of those, we'll try to break it down and then get you guys to give your feedback, and then maybe we can help spread this out, spread it even more, wildfire, get the word out that this is here to stay. Respect her game.